On the campus of West Prairie High School here in Elliotsburg, Pennsylvania, we have the 19th annual 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament here on a gorgeous and cold Saturday afternoon here at West Prairie High School. Our opening matchup for today is between the Greenwood Wildcats and the Susquenita Blackhawks. Right here live on the West Prairie Athletic Pro YouTube channel. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, here for complete coverage of the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament. 30-minute halves here, and we have the starting lineups for both teams. Susquenita are designated the visitors, and we are underway here as Susquenita kicks things off here. The Blackhawks come into this game with 2 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw, while the Wildcats come to this one with a record of 9 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Okay, here's the starting lineup here for Susquenita. Number 1 is Mason McClendon. We've got Aiden Berenstein out there, Colton Solers, and oh my goodness, that's going to be a goal right off the bat. My goodness, Susquenita Greenwood right off the bat is going to take a 1-0 lead. Not even a minute into this game, my goodness. Having some audio issues right now for our broadcast, but we are back underway now. Here at Western Stadium, 1-goal lead for Greenwood. Goodness, we have some serious issues right now here. Our audio here. Yeah, I don't know what that static is coming from, but we had some technical difficulties here last night, but now we're having them here again today. My goodness. That goal for Greenwood was scored by Lucas Beaver. And now another through ball brilliantly here by the Wildcats. And here's Beaver again. That ball gets deflected, and it's got to go out for a Greenwood corner. This is Lucas Beaver about to deliver this corner. And corner played in, cleared out by the Blackhawks. Susquenita is in the black, Greenwood is in the white. These two teams in the Tri-Fire League met a few weeks ago, at Susquenita, and the Greenwood Wildcats were victorious 8-0 in that one, and now already here to open up the 2022 Perry County Tournament. The Wildcats are up 1-0 here. A year ago, the West Prairie Mustangs won the championship for the second time in 3 seasons. Last year was historic for Susquenita, but not in a good way, as this has got to be a shot, and that will go wide. Good shot there for Evan Rice. And we could be seeing history later today for Greenwood Wildcats, specifically for number 23, Sam Myers. He comes into this game with 99 career points. He was not involved in that last goal. And for those who are unfamiliar with points in soccer, you get 1 point for an assist. You get 2 points for a goal. And Sam Myers sitting at 99 career points heading into today. Sam Myers so far has 10 goals this season. He has 6 assists as well for 26 points. And that ball is going to be taken by the goalkeeper. Chase Urich is the goalkeeper for Susquenita. By the way, we haven't announced the starting lineup for Greenwood either. So here's the starting lineup for the Wildcats. Pate Anderson is wearing number 0. Number 3 is Trey Hess. Number 10 is Evan Duffy. Number 11 is Kyle Corco. Number 13 is Gage Worth. Number 14 is Mason Preston. Number 17 is Lucas Beaver, who has the one goal so far. Number 20 is Nick Stuck. Number 22 is Ben Brinser. Number 23 is Sam Myers. And number 27 is Evan Rice. And I just remember I actually didn't get through. And oh my goodness, Yorick almost went the wrong way with it, but he switched back and made that save. Here's the rest of the starting lineup. We're going to start over for Susquenita. Here's the starting lineup. Mason McClendon is wearing number 1. Number 3 is Aiden Berenstein. Number 4 is Colin Sollers. Number 6 is Logan Fryermuth. Number 10 is Eric Rice. Number 13 is Wyatt Milliken. Number 14 is Ryan Shoppy. Number 15 is Connor Shank. Number 16 is Dylan Woodring. Number 20 is the Susquenita goalkeeper, Chase Urick. And number 24 is Ashton Fry. And that ball is offsides. That was Lucas Beaver looking for a second goal, but it goes offsides. 30-minute halves here for the Perry County tournament, which really gives us a break here despite having a break in between games. Greenwood currently leads the all-time Perry County tournament with 11 championships, looking for their first one since 2020, after losing to the Mustangs in a throwing game back in 2020. The defending champion West Prairie Mustangs will have Susquenita in Game 2, and that's going to go out for a Susquenita goal kick. But for Susquenita, they have never won a Perry County championship in boys soccer. And Susquenita, the Blackhawks, only with 2 wins so far this season, will be looking for a massive upset in 2 games pretty much, as the West Prairie Mustangs are heading into today's tournament with a record of 10 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. So pretty much almost identical records between West Prairie and Greenwood, and those 2 teams will face off in Game 3 to end the day around 6 o'clock. Throwing here for Susquenita. A year ago, Greenwood went 15-4. They finished in 5th place, and they were ranked number 5 in District 3 2A power rankings. They lost in the first round to number 4 seed Wyomissing, 1-0 in that one a year ago. So Greenwood's got to look for a better playoff run so far this season. The one loss and 1 draw for Greenwood came against East Juniata. And Susquenita only has 2 wins, and both those wins were against Line Mountain. And now here's Susquenita, and that's going to go out for a Greenwood throw. Gorgeous afternoon here at Mustang Stadium. The leaves are starting to change colors, and it's a cold one here today. 60 degrees the game time temperature for today's game. The high is expected to go to 70. And it's only going to get colder throughout the rest of the day. And that's got to be a blatant foul. Eric Rice will get the call, and he'll get the free kick here. Right at midfield. That's a good one. It's a good header off to the side, and oh my goodness, a contact there with the goalkeeper, Pate Anderson, the sophomore goalkeeper. Greenwood has a pretty young team this year, too. They only have 3 seniors on the team. They are Trey Hess, Gage Worth, and Sam Myers. A lot of juniors on this team. And only 2 sophomores. Or I take that back. They actually have 4 seniors. There's Andrew Aldridge, who could be coming in later as a substitute. Good pass around here for Greenwood. And over here now is Gage Worth. Gage Worth going downfield. And he's got to break free here. A one-on-one opportunity against Chase Urich. And a cross. And badly misses off the side of the net. Gage Worth, I don't know if he was going for a goal right there or just looking for a cross to, I think that was Sam Myers on the other side. Yes, it was. Sam Myers was an inch away from getting his 100th career point. Or no, that was actually number 20, Nick Stuck. We could see Sam Myers get his 100th career point at some point today. Most likely, he's got to have a better chance to do that in this game against Susquenita, because the West Prairie Mustangs, that defending champions, will be ready. And here's an opportunity and a tackle, and that's got to be a goal-scoring opportunity. It will not result in a yellow. Evan Rice was on the attack, but it's got to be a really good spot here for Greenwood to extend their lead. A free kick at the 12-yard line. Free kick being played in right into the Susquenita wall. And Susquenita fans here was looking for a handball right there. And here's a pass to the side of Lucas Beaver. Over here now to Sam Myers. Myers looking for a cross. This could be a point if that ball went in, and is a bad shot there for Lucas Beaver. That could have been an assist for Sam Myers. That would have been 100 career points right there. Free kick here. And here's a long shot. That's got to go wide. Not a bad shot there for Nick Stuck. Nick Stuck, he's an interesting player here for Greenwood, as he is listed on this roster as a defender and a forward. So he's one of those players that likes to go throughout the entire field. And right here is Gage Worth. Pass here to Myers. Myers looking for a ball, and that's going to find Beaver. And Beaver's cross gets blocked. Taken away by Susquenita. Greenwood has done very well on possession so far. Almost halfway through the first half. Here's Myers. Myers with a shot. That goes in. And that is career point number 100 for Sam Myers. Make it 101 points for Sam Myers. Goal here for Sam Myers for his 100th career point. So Sam Myers now officially with 101 points. Gets the goal and extends Greenwood's lead to 2-0 here. That is Sam Myers' 11th goal of the season, and now his 100th career point, 101st to be exact. Big moment there for the Greenwood Wildcats. Sam Myers. And you just saw it for yourself right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. This is one of the reasons why we broadcast all these games here, for historic moments like that. Even if it's not a West Prairie team, it's pretty historic. Last week, we had West Prairie girls volleyball against Gettysburg, and there was a girl on the Gettysburg team who got her 100th career kill in that game. So we don't get a lot of moments like that here. And here's Myers again. Myers fending off one defender, looking for a cross, and that is going to go in. There's 16:48 left to go. We got to fix our clock here on the bottom of our screen. That was an assist for Myers. And found Lucas Beaver again. Back here now, 3-goal lead. Lucas Beaver with his second goal of the day. This game is against two Tri-Valley League opponents, but this game will not count towards the Tri-Valley League standings. Now here's a long through ball. Going for, looks like Evan Rice right there. And he's got to get a throw in. Greenwood piling on. West Prairie boys soccer team is on the other side of the field. Looking on, there are two future opponents. And what is most likely going to be a championship caliber game in the third game today between the West Prairie Mustangs and the Greenwood Wildcats. West Prairie will face Susquenita following this game. It does have to be tough when you're pretty much the home team here every single time for the Prairie County Boys Soccer Tournament, but you have a game off where you get to relax for the first game, but then you have to play back-to-back games. That could be tough for the Mustangs, playing so much. But the good thing is there are only 30-minute halves here instead of the usual 40. Corner coming up here now for Greenwood. Now officially halfway through the first half. Here is another shot. That will go in for Sam Myers as well. Make it 2 goals for him today. And Myers putting on a showdown here, putting on a clinic as the Wildcats now extend their lead to 4, just over the halfway point of the first half. My goodness. Back here underway after that goal. Sam Myers now with 2 goals. Lucas Beaver and Sam Myers each have 2 goals. And now here is Nick Stuck. Nick Stuck looking for a cross and a shot, and it gets blocked. Back here to Myers. Myers passes it back and a shot, and nice save there for Urick. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel, the 19th annual Prairie County Boys Soccer Tournament here for Game 1, West Susquenita against Greenwood. A long ball and mishandled by Urick, and that's going to be as easy as it gets for Evan Rice. And makes it 5-0. I think Urick tried to clear that ball out, but he misreads it badly, and Evan Rice, nobody in front of that. That's a goal as easy as it gets. And Now 5-0 here for the Wildcats. Just pouring it on here. They are already one more goal away from forcing a mercy rule, but unfortunately for Susquenita, that will not come into effect until the start of the second half. So if Greenwood gets one more goal, we could expect a very quick 30 minutes in the second half. A year ago, it was a historic tournament, not in a good way for Susquenita, as last year they were shut out in 2 games. They lost 4-0 against West Perry, and then they lost 2-0 against Greenwood. And that was the first time ever for Susquenita to be shut out twice in the Perry County tournament. And already here, this is a totally different Greenwood team that we are seeing here. Last year, Greenwood only beat Susquenita by 2 goals. But here, not even at halftime, they're already up by 5. Susquenita is coached by Victor Muhumusa. Muhumusa is the acting head coach today, as Susquenita head coach Creasy Lopez is out in Missouri right now. He's out there for a wedding. It's not his wedding, but we just heard that earlier today. So it can be tough. For Susquenita this season, only 2 wins so far this year. Both of them were against Lion Mountain in the Tri-Valley League. Last time out for both teams, Susquenita had a tough draw 2-2 against the newest member of the Tri-Valley League, St. Joseph's Catholic Academy. That was this past Wednesday. And Greenwood, they had almost a whole week to prepare for this game, because their last game was on Monday. And they dominated in a Tri-Valley League matchup against Halifax. The final score of that one was 8-1. And now a lovely through ball here for Myers. And there is the hat trick. Sam Myers, his 3rd goal of the game. And it's now 6-0. Mercy rule will not go into effect until the second half. Not a whole lot of noise for this game. Sam Myers now has a hat trick with 3 goals. And back here underway. 3 goals for Sam Myers, 2 goals for Lucas Beaver, 1 goal for Evan Rice. And that's your scoring summary so far through 19 minutes. Unbelievable performance here for the Wildcats. And you are watching it live right here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. There will be no halftime report for this game. So we'll have a brief break, as I got to give some water in me. I've been broadcasting some Westbury games for the last several days, and I haven't had any water during these games, so I'm going to have to go down to the concession stand and give me some water. Yeah, so yeah, no halftime report for this game. We'll have a quick break and get ready for the second half, which should be a very quick 30 minutes, as the mercy rule will be applied unless if Susquenita can score a goal before that. As Greenwood has just flat out dominated, not just on the scoreboard, but on possession as well. And so far, it's been a very quiet day for the Greenwood goalkeeper, Pate Anderson, sophomore goalkeeper. He hasn't had to do anything so far in this game. Looks like Greenwood has a couple of substitutions, some of the younger guys on here. See, number 21, Nathan Hickson, is out there for Greenwood. And here's a through ball. And that's not a bad idea if Greenwood can put some of the younger guys on the game today, especially in the second half, because then you have a whole game to relax, catch your breath, and get ready for West Prairie in the final game. West Prairie has 5 championships in the Prairie County tournament. Greenwood has 11. Susquenita doesn't have any championships in the Prairie County tournament. Only 2 times in history has there been a 3-way tie. It only happened twice, back in 2004 and again in 2007. Susquenita looking for a through ball. And here's Kyle Corkle. And that ball taken by Braden Barrick. Susquenita fans cannot be pleased on how this team is performing so far in this game. They still got a second game left to go against West Prairie. That will follow up again after this game. Here's Chase Urick. And Urick, not a bad kick there past the 40-yard line. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for boys soccer, girls soccer, football, cross country, field hockey, basketball, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAAD3.org to find out how you can become a PIAA District 3 official. Again, that is PIAAD3.org. Last year, this tournament was held here in Mustang Stadium, but it started earlier than what we had here today. As last year, the tournament started at 10 a.m., and the reason for that was because there was a field hockey game later the same night. But here, it starts at 2, 4, and 6 today, the tentative schedule for today's tournament. Because we have nothing else going on here today. Greenwood with a throw. Surprisingly, no goals today for Gage Worth. He currently leads the team in goals with 12. Well, actually, I should say he's now tied with most goals. He has 12, along with Evan Rice. That last goal for Rice was his 12th goal of the season. And Gage Worth doesn't have any goals so far in this game, which is a bit surprising, really. And here's a long ball, and Urick is wisely going to hang on to this ball. He got the ball away from Gage Worth. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Greenwood up by 6. This is especially a big tournament for all of these teams here today because in the Perry County Championship trophy, there's a certain number of gold plaques that get put on there, and this year is a keeper. So what that means is that there's only one spot available left on that trophy, and whoever wins it is going to keep that trophy forever and ever. So this is a big one right here. Next year we'll have a whole new championship banner, and that is the first shot of the game for Susquenita. And it's the first save of the game for Pate Anderson. That shot was by number 1, Mason McClendon. Big-time baseball player at Susquenita, too. And now Susquenita putting on some pressure here. And that ball was hung on and cleared out. Number 13, Wyatt Milliken, was going forward. And it's going to be the first corner off the game for Susquenita. with 4 minutes left to go. Susquenita now bringing in a substitution. And that ball handled dangerously by Pate Anderson, and it's cleared out barely. And Anderson having some trouble with it, and now he finally hangs on. Greenwood is also the defending Tri-5 League champions. They dominated a year ago before losing to Wyoming in the first round of the District 3 tournament. Even though West Prairie is having back-to-back games here today in the second and third games, it does give West Prairie, they do have the advantage here in a couple of ways. One, they're the defending Perry County champions. Two, the tournament is always held here at Mustang Stadium. And three, most importantly, West Prairie has tougher competition. A big example for that is this past week, so far this week, West Prairie has had back-to-back home games on Monday and Wednesday. They had a tough draw on Monday against Boiling Springs, one of the better teams in the Mid-Penn Conference. And then this past Wednesday, they had a 1-0 lead, 1-0 victory against Greencastle Antrim, another tough team in the Colonial Division. They also face teams like Big Spring and Shippensburg and Waynesboro and just a bunch of other good teams. The only loss that West Prairie has so far is against Northern York, against the Polar Bears. That was down at Dillsburg, and then the one draw was against Boiling Springs. We'll see the Mustangs in the next game against Susquenita. Here's a throw in here for Connor Shank. Throw intended for Solomon Bloom. Here's Bloom. And looking for a pass down the middle to McClendon. And so it's got to find Solomon Bloom. And it's got to be a corner here for Susquenita. Final 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Susquenita is looking to prevent a mercy rule here. And if they score one goal in the next minute or so and make it a 5-goal lead, the mercy rule will not go into effect to start the second half. And the corner kick was playable. And nice block there for Bloom. There was a shot that was blocked. Jacob Fry with the shot. And a goal kick here with less than a minute to go here. Or excuse me, that was actually a throw-in. Here's Anderson. Going downfield, and that's got to get past everyone. Taken by the Blackhawk defense. Big crowd here, especially for Greenwood. A lot of Greenwood fans making the trip here. And they got to be very excited. History has already been made here earlier today, with Sam Myers scoring his 100th career point on a goal. And so far he has 3 goals. He has 3 goals and 1 assist so far in this game. Time has got to run out here on Susquenita, so we're going to go into the second half with the mercy rule intact. And we're going to be expecting a very quick 30 minutes here. After the first half, Greenwood leads 6-0. And we'll be right back in 10 minutes for the start of the second half. You are watching the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament, Game 1, Susquenita versus Greenwood, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll be right back in 10 minutes. We are back here now for the start of the second half. 6-0 for the Greenwood Wildcats. A fantastic first half. And we have been informed up here, I mean, we knew this already, but we have been informed that once this clock will start, it will not stop, except for an injury timeout or a timeout by one of the teams. Mercy rule is going to be on here for the Greenwood Wildcats. Greenwood is in the white, Susquenita is in the black. And so far, the storyline for Greenwood has been Sam Myers, the senior midfielder, wearing number 23, scored a hat trick in the first half. 3 goals for him, and the first goal he scored was his 100th career point. He has 3 goals and 1 assist. He had 99 heading into today. And we are about to get back underway here at Mustang Stadium. Game 1 here of the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament. Hello everyone watching at home on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. And 30 minutes left to go here in the first game. Greenwood is looking to go into a third game against West Prairie. Going for a championship here today. West Prairie, the defending Perry County champions, looking on the other side of the stadium as they'll await the Susquenita Blackhawks in the next game. And this is going to be a shot here for Greenwood, and that's going to go in. Goal here for Lucas Beaver. That's his hat trick. That's his 3rd goal of the game. And Lucas Beaver now makes it 7-0. A touchdown lead for the Wildcats. Lucas Beaver with 3 goals. Sam Myers with 3 goals. Evan Rice with 1 goal. Susquenita did not get ready to set up. Lucky that wasn't a turnover, but I think the referees are just letting the players play here. Okay, I'm having some audio issues here today. And this has got to be ruled offsides. Even if Susquenita scores a goal, even 2 goals, the mercy rule will still be in effect. It's in effect for the rest of the game. Even if Susquenita tries to get back, if they score 7 straight goals here to tie this game up, I mean, it is possible. I mean, Greenwood scored 6 in the first half, so it's definitely possible. We have just seen it from Greenwood. West Prairie Mustangs looking on. They know they're going to have a big battle with Greenwood in what should be a fantastic game in Game 3. Tentatively set to start at 6 o'clock here in the final game of the 2022 Perry County Tournament. Ball cleared away. One thing that Susquenita definitely wants to do right now is that they cannot afford to be shut out here again. They were shut out twice last year in the Perry County Tournament for the first time in program history. Actually, it was the first time for any Perry County school to be shut out twice in the tournament. So Susquenita is looking to snap that streak. Don't necessarily have to win here, even though they would be out of contention. Susquenita has never won a Perry County championship in boys soccer. In In fact, it's the only sport for the entire Susquenita athletic department to not win a Perry County championship. It is a bit surprising, though. Newport doesn't have a boys soccer team. I'm actually very surprised by that. They don't have soccer whatsoever over there in Newport. So we can't say that they never won a Perry County championship because they never went for one. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, so even though Newport doesn't have a soccer program, some Newport players actually play for Greenwood. So this is kind of like Greenwood and Newport versus Susquenita. And we'll see that later against Westbury. Yeah, that's always nice when you got two schools very close to each other. And Southern Newport gets having a chance to play. And here's an opportunity here. That was Nathan Hickson. And Hickson losing possession there. Two players scoring a hat trick here. Sam Myers and Lucas Beefer. Lucas Beefer and Sam Myers each scoring 3 goals in this game. It's going to be tough to pick a Perry County player of the game here for this one. It's obviously going to be against one of these two. The Greenwood goalkeeper, Pate Anderson, has only had to make 1 save so far in this game. It wasn't a spectacular save, but it was a save nonetheless. It was right to him. But the Blackhawks are just looking to prevent being shut out here again. These two teams face each other a few weeks ago at Greenwood, and the Wildcats were victorious 8-0 here, and already here is almost a similar outcome, 7-0. But the Wildcats are going to be looking for more. In fact, after today, both of these teams, Greenwood and Susquenita, they will face each other again in their next game after today at Susquenita. So we're pretty much getting a preview of the Tri-Five League matchup here. Even though these are two teams in the Tri-Five League, this game will not count towards the Tri-Five League standings. These two teams will face each other again on Monday at Susquenita. And Susquenita defender, that's Eric Rice. Eric Rice got to boot this one out. Nope, he's got to keep himself. A nice juke move here. And taken away by Sam Myers. Over here now to Mason Preston. And, oh my goodness, going right through the defense here is Preston. Preston passes it back to Myers, and I think that ball was blocked. Yes, it was. It was blocked by Ryan Shoppy. It's got to be a Greenwood corner. Greenwood corner got to be played in here. Coming up in just a second. Corner is delivered. And it's being taken and cleared out by the Blackhawks. Good clearance there for Nathan Wallach. And pass back here. Brilliant block there for Wallach. Or excuse me, no, that was Mason McClendon. Susquenita doing very well on defense so far right here in the second half. But mostly it's been all Greenwood. Already scoring 1 goal in this half. And a weak shot there for number 20, Nick Stuck. Easy save there for Chase Urick. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Public YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. here for the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament. First game between Greenwood and Susquenita. And goal kick here for the Blackhawks. Nice kick there for Susquenita. And finding Eric Rice. Rice going downfield looking for Jonah Buck. I think this is what Susquenita is doing. They're having some of their younger players come in here to give some of the varsity stars some rest for their next game against West Perry, which will follow up after this game. Greenwood scored 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the first half. And here's a nice through ball here, and great stop, and oh my goodness, that ball gets past the goalkeeper, but the ball goes wide. My goodness, that was almost an own goal for Susquenita. Good turnout here for both sides here. A lot of Greenwood fans, a lot of Susquenita fans making the trip here to Mustang Stadium. We should see a swarm of West Perry fans coming in the next hour or so. And here's a long shot. That's got to go way wide. Sam Myers with that shot. Nowhere close. And now here comes pretty much an entire new team for the Greenwood Wildcats. Oh my goodness, a whole new team except for new goalkeeper. My goodness, we're going to have a whole bunch of substitutions here for the Wildcats. We're going to try to get everyone. I see number 21, Nathan Hickson, back out there. Number 18, Leroy Brophy out there. Oh my goodness, just a whole new team pretty much. That's one of the benefits where you have a big program at Greenwood, along with some Newport players. You have a big team, and you have the ability to have pretty much have a whole different team. You can have 2 teams in one bench. That ball not taken well by Leroy Brophy. And Susquenita is looking to capitalize on this new team. That ball was intercepted by Evan Duffy. Trying to get the ball away from Aaron Duffy, who was out there right now. Right there is number 18, Leroy Brophy. Susquenita, number 7, Jonah Buck, going upfield very nicely. And that is only the second touch of the game for Pace Anderson. Here's McClendon. McClendon also plays basketball and baseball at Susquenita. Or excuse me, no, he's actually a wrestler. He's a big-time wrestler there for Susquenita. One of the best wrestlers actually in District 3. And that shot goes wide. Shot not on target. That's only the second shot of the game for Susquenita. But it was nowhere close to being on target. It went off the side of the net. Goal kick here for the Wildcats. Braden Sarfer is out there for Greenwood, and there he is with the ball. And a long ball here for Greenwood. Cross down the middle. It gets past everyone, taken by Dalton Dean. Over here now to Nathan Hickson. Hickson going up, and he takes a shot, and easy save there for Urich. A long throw. Nice target there for Jonah Buck. And oh, that almost looked like a handball from up here. Here's Eric Rice. Shot gets blocked. That ball not handled well, and here is our 15, Braden Barrick. Now halfway through the second half. 15 minutes gone, 15 more to go. And Greenwood's got most likely going to go 1-0 on the day, heading into their matchup against West Perry, starting at 6 o'clock for the last game of the day. For those who are wondering how we're going to keep going with this tournament on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel, it's very simple, really. We're going to have a whole new broadcast out here. We're going to stop this one, get set up for the next game. And you can catch that second game, West Perry versus Susquenita, right here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. Game 2 coming up after this game. On a whole new broadcast here. It'll be titled Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament, West Perry versus Susquenita. And then we'll do the same thing for Game 3. Perry County Tournament, Greenwood versus West Perry. Should be a fantastic game in the third game. Or who knows, maybe Susquenita might surprise everyone here in the second game against the Mustangs. West Perry Mustangs looking on the other side of the stadium. Getting ready for their first game of the day in Game 2 against Susquenita. And a throw in here for Susquenita. And now 5 substitutions coming in for the Blackhawks. Mason McClendon going to the bench. And new substitution, it's got to be number 17, Logan White. And number 4, Colin Sollers is back out there. Number 18, Nicholas Forney is now out there for Susquenita. Also number 8, Nathan Wallach is out there. A long ball. Intercepted. Taken by Tyler Gardner. West Perry players, as you can see on the top of your screen on the other side of the bleachers. West Perry boys soccer on the move, and they are getting ready for their next game against Susquenita. Should be a good one there between the Mustangs and the Blackhawks in Game 2. And now a corner here for Greenwood. I think Greenwood fans are just keeping their excitement because there hasn't been a whole lot of noise here in this game so far from either side of fans here. And the header And that'll go out for a Susquenita goal kick. And it looks like now we're going to have a new goalkeeper here for Susquenita. New goalkeeper's going to be Andrew Baumgartner for Susquenita. Here's a pass down the middle for Nolan Moore. That ball is taken by Logan White. Some fresh legs out there for the Blackhawks, and that could be big. And here's an opportunity now. Out here for Susquenita, and number 27, Nolan Moore, could not get that ball away. Instead, it's going to be a throw in here for the Blackhawks. Coming up on the 10-minute mark in the second half. Number 23, Ethan Haynes, is out now for Susquenita. 10 minutes left to go here in the first game of the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament. Only one goal so far in the second half for Greenwood. That was scored by Lucas Beaver, and that was his third goal of the game. And here's a long shot, and a nice save there for Baumgartner. Baumgartner high kick. Bounce past Braden Sarver. Wildcats being defended by Parker Walter Miska. Out there for Susquenita. 9 minutes left to go. Next week, we have another busy week for West Prairie Athletics, as we have 5 games in 5 days. We even have 3 girls soccer games next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll start a very busy week for West Prairie Broadcasting on Monday, when West Prairie girls soccer takes on Big Spring right here at Mustang Stadium. Man, this is a good looking run for number 10. That's that's number 21, Nathan Hickson. And a corner coming up here for Greenwood once again. Quick corner, and oh my goodness, that almost went into the net off the side, and that will bounce off, and that will go in. We can see who scored the goal. We can't tell the number from up here. And it's going to be number 8. That is Dylan Wolmer. Dylan Wolmer with the goal. And makes it 8-0 for the Wildcats. Dylan Wolmer keeping it going. That's just the second goal of the second half for Greenwood. And Dylan Wolmer, Jr., with the goal to make it 8-0. Similar score between these two teams last time they faced up at Greenwood. And now Susquenita looking to get on the board for the first time in over 2 years in the Perry County tournament, and that ball will go out. Good hustle there for Andrew, that was Chase. Wait, who is that? That's number 29. That's Jacob Fry. Susquenita knows that they're not going to win this game, and they're not going to win their first Perry County championship this year. But one thing that Susquenita can do right now is prevent from being shut out for the 4th consecutive time in the Perry County tournament. They were shut out twice a year ago 4-0 against West Perry, 2-0 against Greenwood a year ago. But this is just a whole different ball game compared to a season ago in the Perry County tournament between these two teams. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that these two teams will face each other again on Monday at Susquenita. And Greenwood looking for more. They're looking for a big. They are tied for most goals in a single game. 8 goals so far. They are tied for most goals in a single game so far this season. And might be looking for one more in the next 5.5 minutes. Ball will roll out. By number 7, Eric Wetzler. And now 6 substitutions coming in for Greenwood. Here's Pate Anderson, who hasn't had to do a whole lot here in this game. That could be different in the game against West Perry coming up later today. Next time there will be a Perry County tournament will be hosted by Newport, the 2022 Competitive Spirit Cheering Competition. The Perry County tournament between all 4 Perry County cheerleading squads will be at Newport High School on Wednesday, November 9th. And that is the best shot off the game for Susquenita. It went off of Mason McClendon, and it goes way wide. Wasn't deflected. So yeah, next Perry County tournament will be the Competitive Spirit Competition for all 4 Perry County cheerleading squads, as they will be heading to Newport on Wednesday, November 9th for the 2022 Perry County Competitive Spirit Competition. That should be a good one over at Newport. The next time that West Perry, they host every Perry County tournament in the fall season, but the next time that Perry County tournament will be hosted by the Mustangs won't be until the spring on Saturday, March 25th of next year for the baseball tournament. That'll be on Saturday, March 25th, starting at 11 a.m. right here at West Perry High School. Throwing here for Susquenita. Throw-in, and Chase Anderson is just going to hang on to this one. Pate Anderson has only had to make 1 save so far in this game. But Susquenita is trying to get on the board. Down by 8. Greenwood is going to go into the West Perry game 1-0. And history has been made here early in the first half when Sam Myers scored a goal for his 100th career point. He has 3 goals on the day, including 1 assist. He had 99 points heading into this game. So right now his career total is 106 points of his career. Goal kick here for Anderson. As we are starting to see some West Perry fans start to make their way towards the stands. That ball cleared out, taken by Dalton Dean, and a through ball taken away by Colin Sollers. And a good hustle there for Greenwood. That was number 7, Eric Wetzler. Greenwood has pretty much dominated this entire game on possession, on scoring, making history earlier today with Sam Myers' 100th career point. And whistle blown here. And free kick here for Susquenita. 45 seconds left to go here in this one. Susquenita needing to hurry. They're right at the 50-yard line. Looking to get on the board. Imagine they score a goal here in this game right now. Then that could be a huge momentum booster. A huge confidence booster for the Blackhawks if they can score right here. Looking for a through ball intent for a chase. For Jacob Fry. High ball, and Anderson has to reach up for it, and he hangs on to it. Final 10 seconds left to go. Domination shown by the Greenwood Wildcats as Greenwood starts the day with a dominant 8-0 victory against the Susquenita Blackhawks. The Perry County Tournament player of this game goes to, it's a tough decision, but it goes to Sam Myers. 3 goals for him today, including an assist. And now with 106 career points, he got his 100th career point on a goal. His first goal of the day. And that will wrap things up here. Susquenita no longer in contention for a Perry County Championship. But Susquenita now needs to refocus as they will be taking on the West Prairie Mustangs in 35 minutes from now. So we hope you can come back for the rest of this tournament. We're going to start a new broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Perry County Tournament for boys soccer, West Prairie versus Susquenita, coming up in 35 minutes from now. And we hope to see you there. Final score in Game 1, Greenwood 8, Susquenita 0. And that'll wrap things up here for now on West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We'll see you all later in 34 minutes and 13 seconds for the start of Game 2, Susquenita versus West Prairie. Until then, have a great day, everybody.